Alright, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another collaboration beer. This time between Hop Butcher for the World and Was Brewing, both of which are out of Chicago, Illinois, and this is their Magic. So they're calling this one a Lorien and Saaz-hopped Saison style ale. It comes in at 6.25% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed. Time of review. And this can is just over 2 months old. And I want to give a huge thanks. Shout out once again to Hop Butcher for this beer. So big thanks to them for hooking it up. I will post a link in the description box to the beer mail video I did that contains all the goodies they hooked me up with. And this is the last beer from their most recent beer mail. And did I save the best for last? We will see. All I know is this is a Saison from Hop Butcher. Never thought I'd see it. Certainly never thought I'd get a chance to review this one because this was another one of their taproom / retail store exclusives that you could only get at the brewery in Chicago. So really cool. They sent it my way. It's another collab between them and Was. I reviewed another beer from them. I forget the name of it, but I think it was pretty good. And yeah, it's a Lorien and Saaz-hopped Saison basically, and I'm here for it. Hopefully it's delicious. Let's see if they can nail the Saison style. I just love that the last couple beers I reviewed from them are couple within like the last 4 or 5 I reviewed, like 3 of them are just different and something that they haven't done all that often. So we'll see if this is, very carbonated like a Saison typically is. Do something like this. Yeah, it has some decent carbonation. We'll go like that. Don't want to go too crazy. So what am I looking for? Well, like always, shout out to the train going by. It's been a while since the train's been in a review. Again, every time I say that, it's like you can barely hear the train, but that is loud. So we'll see if it picks up on camera. But anyway, I'm looking for, if it has that like barnyard funk, that, the hay goodness. I get a citrus a lot of times, things of that nature. So we'll see. Anyway, that looks beautiful. Looks like a Saison. Probably going to be more dull on camera, but in person, a very vibrant, like yellow color. Can't really see through it. Had about 2 fingers, now about 1 finger of a soap sudsy white looking head. Yeah, it looks like a Saison. Let's get a nose. Yeah, it smells like a Saison. Has a sweet wheat kind of, like wheat. It's sweeter, like almost like Wheaties or something, like a cereal, right? Then I'm getting a nice, like sweeter, candied, almost fresh lemon, like freshly squeezed lemon juice. A little bit of a bubblegum kind of yeast ester. There's a nice spiciness here, like a clovey coriander kind of yeast phenolic characteristic profile. Has a touch of that barnyard kind of hay quality. It's not really funky. I'm getting some kind of like other sweeter fruit. Yeah, what is that? Like a watermelon? Yeah, it's like a watermelon. Like a watermelon Hubba Bubba or something like that. I'm getting that bubblegum yeast ester mixing in with like a watermelon. I don't know. My palate may be broken today. Ooh. Okay, now as I'm swirling it up and letting it open up in the glass, definitely a little bit of that funky barnyard goodness is coming to the forefront. I mean, it smells pretty good. There's almost like a white pepper too. Yeah, it smells kind of appropriate for the style. Does it smell amazing? No. Does it smell pretty good? Yes. Do I want to take a sip? Yes, I do. So cheers, everybody. Thanks again to Hop Butcher. So the body and mouthfeel, pretty appropriate for the style. The body on this one's like lower side of medium, approaching medium. It has enough heft there to not be watery, but it also has a, it's not overly thick or anything. It has a nice drinkability to the body itself. The mouthfeel has a moderate, maybe a touch over moderate carbonation, spritzy on the palate. Dare I say crispy, but it's smooth on the back of the palate as it goes down. The taste, the nose carries over, but maybe a little bit more delicate, subdued, dialed back. Getting that like candied lemon at the forefront. There's this nice wheat malt kind of feeling that hits right at the front of the palate and dives underneath the palate. Like I said, Wheaties. I would say like the cereal Wheaties, kind of reminiscent of that. But yeah, candied lemon, maybe a little orange right at the forefront, passes through. That bubblegum hits me about 1/3 of the way through the palate. It has this nice bubblegum yeast ester. Definitely pronounced, noticeable. Might be the most predominant note after the citrus for me. Then, halfway through the palate, that watermelon hits, but it's again, it's like it's not like you took a bite into a watermelon. It's more like around the rind of the watermelon, the inside, the white part, where it doesn't have a distinct like sweetness. It's just kind of watermelon character, and that's it. That's kind of what's mixing in with that bubblegum yeast ester, which again is giving me like a watermelon hubba bubba. There's a nice white pepper, clovey, coriander, spicy, phenolic yeast, phenolic yeast kind of character that's on the finish. This finish is semi to full on dry, mild bitterness. The dry is pretty big. The barnyard funk, it's kind of like, for me on the finish, like the aftertaste is lingering in my mouth as like a hay into like just a barnyard funk, like people say horse blanket. Not quite to that level, but there's a barnyard funk to it that's very subdued and subtle. But as I try to search for it, I'm picking it up. Very easy to drink. This is good. This is a good Saison. Is it amazing? No. But again, Hop Butcher going outside the box, at least, as far as what they typically release, they have this, they had a Hefeweizen, they did an extra pale ale. Like, it's fun to just see this. I hope they continue doing styles like this at the tap room, and hopefully they continue to send some of them my way and other beer tubers' ways, because this is fun. This is different from them to try. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you and be like, oh, this is amazing because it's Hop Butcher, but I think they did a pretty good damn job for what they're going for. They did a damn good job. It's just not amazing or anything. It's a Saison. It's just a well-made, solid Saison. 6.25%. Can't really feel it. Yeah, I could tear that up in a couple minutes and not hate myself. So that's a positive. Anyway, magic from Hop Butcher and was. I'm going to give this a low 4 out of 5. I'm going to give this a 3.95 out of 5. I think that's the best I can do, and we're not going to forget tasting notes. We did once in this box already. We're not going to forget them today, but I think this is just a damn good Saison. So 3.95 out of 5. Tasting notes. Fresh lemon. Yeah, I mean, I said like freshly squeezed lemon juice at the beginning. Fresh lemon, indeed. So I think that's a sweet hay. What else could that say? No, I'm pretty sure it says sweet hay. Sweet hay, yeah, I mean, there's a sweetness. It's not like pronounced in hay. I said, yeah, I did say there's like a hay barnyard thing. Would I say necessarily sweet hay on here as a tasting note? Probably not, but I get it. So yeah. Ripe melon. So I said watermelon. Are they talking about now? There's a bunch of different types of melon. Most of the time when they say ripe melon, I'll get like honeydew or cantaloupe or something. Watermelon, I don't know. I guess that is a melon, but I wouldn't say ripe. Like I said, it's more towards like for me, like the rind, the white part. It's not like sweet, overripened melon. So I'm fine with their tasting notes. I didn't necessarily nail it or get everything they did, but kind of in the realm. So price point availability, this is where I have no idea. I would hope that 4-packs of this were like $13, $14 a 4-pack at the brewery. So if anybody out there did buy this at the brewery, what did you pay for a 4-pack? And then availability, this again, exclusive to their tap room in a retail store in Chicago. This is the one that they released in November when the tap room opened. So if you see any releases of this in the future, maybe it'll make distro, but outside of that happening in the future, like if you wanted to see this in the last couple months, yeah, you had to go to the brewery. So huge thanks to Hop Butcher for this one. Like I said, this is the last box the last beer from the most recent box I sent my way, although I do have another box on the way that by the time you see this review, I will already have shot a unboxing and everything, and well, not really unboxing, it's just a showcase, and we're going to start getting into those beers probably in the next week or so. So be on the lookout for more Hop Butcher reviews. Like I said, if you've seen this one before and you gave it a go, post in the comment section, let me know what you thought about it. I think it's pretty damn good. 6.25%. You really can't feel any alcohol. Goes down. This is very refreshing. It's a refreshing Saison, and that's kind of what I want from the style. So I think they did a pretty damn good job with it. So anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by. Till the next one. Cheers.